I will admit at first, back in 2014, when Kathleen Wynne initially got her majority government as the Premier of Ontario, I was not crazy about her at that time. Wasn't happy about her getting her majority and all that, but over the years she won me over. I thought she did quite a good job as the Premier of Ontario. I mean, she put in place a project to widen Highway 401 through Milton and Mississauga, which is very badly needed. Like through Mississauga out to Winston Churchill, she's supposed to widen the 401 to 6 lanes for each direction. And then through Milton, she's supposed to widen it to 5 lanes for each direction. She also put in place, as part of one of her budgets, making it that students who come from poor families don't have to pay tuition to go to college or university, that students from poor families could go to university and college tuition free, which I thought was also another good move on her part. Also, Kathleen Wynne was the one that brought in distracted driving laws, making it that your license can get suspended and that you can get a heavy fine, I think upwards of $1,000 for distracted driving, for using a handheld electronic device while driving. She also, I'm trying to think, but I mean, there's several things that Kathleen Wynne put in place that were all good ideas, and I was hoping that she would have been re-elected Premier back in June of 2018 during the last Ontario provincial election. Now, I was planning to vote for her in June of 2018. The only reason why I changed my mind and voted for Andrea Horwath at the last minute, Andrea Horwath, of course, being the leader of the NDP, was because it became apparent in the last few days of the election that Kathleen Wynne was not going to be re-elected. And unfortunately, it seems like she almost gave up towards the end. But I thought she was a good Premier, and I think the people of Ontario made a huge mistake by electing Doug Ford. Doug Ford's a fucking moron who's going to do his best to ruin our province. He's already made some horrible moves, such as making it that all students, even students from poor families, have to pay for college and university. Also, another good thing that Kathleen Wynne did, she made it that all renters of residential property across Ontario were eligible for rent control, would be protected by rent control. I believe Doug Ford's already changed that. I believe he's made it that newer residential rental properties don't qualify for rent control, if I'm not mistaken. I got to check for sure on that, but pretty sure he's made some changes for the worse when it comes to rent control. And, oh yeah, Kathleen Wynne also, she raised minimum wage to $14 an hour. And she had put in place that minimum wage would be raised to $15 an hour as of January 1st, 2019. But, of course, Doug Ford kiboshed that, so we're stuck at $14 an hour till I believe October 2020. All I can say is that if you voted for Doug Ford, you're a fucking idiot.